Hey everyone, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy, and today we're going to unbox a 3 3/4 inch Black Series. This is Return of the Jedi Han Solo. So let's go unbox this guy.
Alright everybody, here we are today with a 3 3/4 inch Black Series, and this is Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. And of course this is the outfit he was wearing at the Battle of Endor, towards the end of the movie. And we are going to unbox this thing today. And before we get that far, just let me quickly spin this packaging around, let you guys take a look at it. So on the back here, what you basically have is a quick figure description, and I'll go ahead and read that to you guys. Han Solo, as the rebel fleet assaults the unfinished Death Star, Han Solo leads a mission to destroy the battle station's shield generator on Endor's forest moon. And of course they're referring to Return of the Jedi there. But let's take this guy out of the box and check him out here. And one of the things I'm already noticing right off the bat, of course, is the cloth trench coat that they gave him. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that this thing comes off. So let's check him out. Okay, whoops, we already lost the blaster, but there, we'll check that out in a second here. But here is your figure. And I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not sure how I feel about the cloth with the figures. I don't know. My personal preference, I like everything to be plastic, but I like it already because we're taking the jacket off. As you can see, it's really just a little action figure jacket for Han Solo. Not a whole lot to it. And you can see it's got the nice camo pattern on it. But what I'm really liking, what I see already, is the vest and the belt that they got him in. So I like this figure a lot better with the trench coat off, I think. And I'm looking at the gun belt here. Okay, so you can see how they have it kind of loosely hanging on him, and you can see it's not molded to the figure, it's a loose piece, but it looks like on the back here, yeah, okay, you can kind of see it. It's going to be hard to film, but about right where this silver buckle is, there's a little metal, or I apologize, a little plastic tab that's going into the back of him that holds the belt and keeps it from falling off him, because you can see how oversized it is, and it's meant to sling down at an angle like the way Solo wears it. But you can see we have a working holster here, and the little tiny DL-44 that he comes with, and mine's got a little bit of warpage on it, but you can see it's little tiny DL-44, and it's all black. There's no highlights on it or anything like that. It's pretty basic, but let's check out how this thing fits in the holster. And you can see they have a little cutout on the holster for the scope and everything. Very nice. And I'm looking, and to me it looks like you should be able to take this vest off of him, but it feels like back up here on the collar they actually have it glued into position, so it has some flexibility to it. You can see it moving, but it's not going to come off. So, but real quick, let's run through this figure's movements. And this is a Black Series, so there's going to be a lot of articulation on this guy. So just looking at the head, you see here you have a little bit up and down, not a whole bunch, and a little side to side. Okay, we got a full rotation on side to side. And then let's see here, looking at the arms, so you're going to have an up and down movement on the arms and a rotation. And it should be the same thing at the elbow. So you have an up and down movement on the elbow and a full rotation. And on his wrist you have a rotation, and that looks like it. There's no up and down on the wrist. And so if you look at his midsection here, you'll see this is actually the point of articulation. It's not at his waist. It's kind of about where his belly is, I guess. And you can see how they have it right here, and when you move him, so you have a little bit of forward movement. Whoops. So you have a little bit of forward movement and a little bit of backwards movement, but not much. You can see not a whole lot of movement. And let's see here. You should get a full rotation out of this too. So, well, doesn't feel like it goes all the way around, but you can see it. I can feel it when you turn him all the way backwards. He's at a stopping point. They have some kind of stop in there. So, but that's fine. You're never going to turn him all the way around anyway. And I'm just trying to get his arm in the right position here. Okay, so then going down from there, if you look at where his legs are attached to his body here, you just have a simple back and forth. And then going down to his knee, let's see here, you have a rotation and an up and down, and ankle rotation and an up and down on the ankle. And one little flaw I'm already seeing in this figure, and I'll be completely honest with you, I've seen it in a lot of the 3 3/4 inch figures that have knee articulation. I mean, going all the way back to the Revenge of the Sith line, they seem to have some kind of problem when they put knee articulation on these little figures. I don't know if it's a manufacturing problem or just a problem where they don't care about it, but you can see you get hyperextension on the knee, and obviously his knee shouldn't bend that far forward, but you know, just be aware if you're going to get a 3 3/4 inch Black Series or the vintage collection, I believe most of those have knee articulation as well. Just be aware that can happen on some figures where you're going to have hyperextension of the knee and stuff. So, but it's not that big a deal because it doesn't make the figure so it's worthless or anything like that. Just know that it's a flaw that most of these figures have, and you can see it does it on both legs. It's not some kind of error. I've seen this on a lot of figures, so okay. But going on from there, let's see how well he holds his blaster. Okay. Well, he's got a pretty good grip on it, but it's not the best. He holds it, but you can see how easy it pops out. And I'm looking at the molding of his hands, or the sculpt of his hands, and you can see there is a slight difference in him. I'm trying to put him in a position where we can look at both of them. But you can see the one on his holster side, if you look at the actual hand there, you can see the way they have it opening for the gripping of the pistol. It's a little bit larger than this one. So I'm willing to bet, and if you look at the pistol, you can see how small the handle is. I'm willing to bet if you go on the other hand, it's going to work a lot better. Yeah, he gets a much better grip on it, and it stays in his hand. So, very good. And I don't know why they did that. Normally, when you have a character that has a holster like this, typically they always put the hand that's meant to hold the blaster on the same size as the holster. And I don't know if this is just a bad molding or it's meant to be like that, but on this particular figure that we're looking at today, you can see he holds it in what would be his left hand much better than he holds it in his right hand, which is the holster side. So, and again, this could be that just the way my particular figure is molded. If you buy another one, it may be slightly different. And maybe they did it in reverse or something like that, but it's a very good face sculpt too. It's very Harrison Ford-like, and I'm trying to get a really close look. And a lot of the times on Han Solo action figures, they actually put the little scar on there that Harrison Ford has, and this face is so tiny, it's kind of hard to tell if it's just a little defect or they actually tried to put the scar in there, but all right. And then one quick final test. I want to see, will Han Solo stand on his own? All right, and of course, before we even get that far, let's put the gun back in the holster. Let's get this trench coat back on him here. So again, remember, he comes with the Return of the Jedi trench coat. And there we go. All right, you can see also that's one of the problems that I've got with the cloth things. You can see you get little stray threads that are hanging out here, so you can see there's some at the bottom as well. And you know, there's nothing wrong with them doing the cloth jacket. That's fine. It's just, I'm saying, my personal preference is I would rather the jacket be plastic. Just, it makes it a little more durable. It's a little easier to keep clean and things like that. That's just my personal preference. But all right, so let's do. All right, very good. Oh, Captain Solo will stand on his own, and I'm trying to get this jacket to sit a little bit better on him here. All right, everybody, there he is. This is your 3 3/4 inch Black Series Captain Han Solo, or excuse me, General Han Solo from Return of the Jedi in his Battle of Endor outfit. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.